So how we doing? I'm Victor with 5 Star LED. I know I get a few questions here and there about this 100-watt driving light, running light, navigation light. People's putting them on some Jeeps, trucks, boats. And the main questions is what bolts go for what do they do, what's the plastic pieces for. So we'll go ahead and just open one. When you get it, basically, just regular box. A little bit of paperwork, shows you a little bit of wiring diagram. Got a warranty registration card. And when you open it up, let's see. This is what it looks like. So you have a waterproof plug. Comes off the back of it. A little bag of goodies, and bolts and stuff, and that's what we'll go over. You have a nice heavy duty stainless steel bracket. And then up here, you actually have 3 tools, Allen key, and then your safety bits, Torx, and then the actual light itself. So the main questions I'm getting are, what are these little plastic pieces? So we'll go ahead and just dump out the contents of this bag. What I like to do is to also, as a reminder, is go ahead, take your plug, only goes in one direction, go ahead, plug it in while you got everything out. That way you don't lose it before you go wiring it up. So you go ahead and just dump everything out in here, and then we'll go ahead and put you down here. So these are the pieces that people were talking about. So go ahead and just sort them out. So you got your bigger ones right here. Got 2 big nylon nuts, non-nylon nuts, and then 2 smaller ones, 2 little bit longer bolts, and then mounting bolts. So these ones right here, your shorter ones, as you can see, your shorter ones are for actually mounting your bracket down. So you can mount them in preferably usually these 2 side holes. You can use just the center one. On my display unit, I just have the center one, but on the boat, I have one here and one here. So now what you use these little plastic pieces for, I'll show you. I'll go ahead and put you right back up here. As you can see, on the side of the light, you have this hole. So if you take a bigger nut, so not the nylon one, drop it down in there. You can only go into the one spot, so drop it on closest to the center. Then you take the smaller one and put up in this little portion right there. So then if you can see, they're both, so the bigger one's down in there farther, the smaller one's right there. Take this plastic piece. It's pretty heavy duty, so you ain't gonna break it. The biggest ear goes on the outside of the light. So then you just slide it in there like so, and you hear it click. And basically what it does is it holds those nuts down in there for your bolt. So you just repeat it for the other side, drop it down in there, drop that one down in there, take this ear in the outside, push it down, boom, it's good to go. So now when you mount your bracket, obviously put a lock washer, your bracket, these little bigger ears, I guess you would say, or the slots, will go for your smaller bolt. So just line it up, basically put it in there, and you start both sides. Same thing with the smaller one, lock washer, smaller washer, and then you just put it in there. So, and then that's how you kind of just, don't tighten them up too tight until you get them on your boat, light them up. Best suggestion is just do it at night, or your truck, light them up, because you want to angle them. I mean, you don't want to have them angled up or angled too far down. You kind of want them straight out to where you're wanting to see. So on a boat, you have to obviously account for when you're on pad versus when you're not on pad. A truck, Jeep, they're pretty standard, so you can get those and just do it on, I'd suggest doing it on flat surface. And then that's basically it. So, and then when you wire them up, you know, you can do 12 or 24 volt. They pull 8.3 amps each. So if you had two of them, obviously that'd be, you know, 16.6. So just make sure you account for your wiring size and everything. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.